Time to talk about those monsters from the Midway, the Chicago Bears, here on the Sportsocracy's final mock draft from at ESPN Draft Nerd Jeremy Greene. No first-round draft pick for the Chicago Bears. Where do they start? What are their biggest needs?
Well, to me, you've got to protect Justin Fields. This is what I said when you made the trade up to get him, is that it's going to be harder to put a team around him. Now, with that being said, I think they lay out pretty well because there are 9 to 10 receivers that have kind of separated themselves. There are tiers in that, but I think one of them's going to fall to Chicago at 39. You also look to add to the offensive line. I would like an edge guy at some point over the course of the weekend and adding something to the secondary. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah, Ryan Poles got his work cut out for him in his new job with the Chicago Bears, so let's get into it here. The final mock draft from Jeremy Greene, and number 39 overall in the second round, Christian Watson, wide receiver from North Dakota State.
And I know somebody's going to say, but he could go in the first round. I'm going to steal a line from Matt Miller. Every single fucking year, we talk about receivers, and there end up being like 9 of them that people say, well, they could never fall to round 2, and invariably they do. Mm-hmm. I thought this was George Pickens. Now him being a no-doubt XY receiver that plays on the outside, he's not going to fall this far. This could be anybody in the range of Christian Watson, Jahan Dotson, Sky Moore. Those would be the 3 most likely to me. This is the one that fits the best with the Bears. He is raw. This is a kid you're going to have to generate touches to initially, but he's very good with the ball in his hands. RAS monster and would be a great addition for young quarterback Justin Fields.
The second pick in the second round for Chicago comes at 48th overall, and Kenyon Green, the guard out of Texas A&M, is the choice.
He ate somebody's pudding cup, and that's the only way I can really explain this because he was a back end of the first-round guy, and I think this is his ceiling. Mm-hmm. I know the Bears really like him because he is a guy that can come in and play guard right away. He does not project as a tackle in the league. To me, you're going to have to kind of Frankenstein these pieces between Larry Borum and Tevin Jenkins, bringing in a Kenyon Green. To me, this solidifies that guard spot. So now I know I've got 2 of my 5 offensive line spots settled. I still think Tevin Jenkins is a left tackle. Problem is is a right tackle, excuse me. The problem is the vast majority of tackles in this class are going to start that way. So picking at 39, you're not going to have the guy that you can just slot in immediately. He's not out there. So to me, Kenyon Green, that hits 2 of your biggest needs with your first 2 picks and would be an A+ start for the Chicago Bears.
Their third pick on day 2 comes at 71st in the third round. Kobe Bryant, cornerback out of Cincinnati.
And you know, it's funny. He was the Thorpe Award winner, and the big knock on him is that I don't know how much better he's going to get. And there was some bad tape. Well, you do understand that the other corner on this team was the number 1 corner in this class. Mm-hmm. So he got thrown at more. If you get thrown at constantly, you're going to get exposed at some point. So now he's been pushed down to a dumb point. To me, the difference between a Kobe Bryant and, say, a Kyler Gordon or a Roger McCreary is very minimal. You get Kobe here at 71. I had McCreary going in the 50s. I had Kyler Gordon going in the late 30s. This would be a great value pick, immediate starter. Now if you're the Bears, only had 3 picks. First one was at 39, and you come away with 3 immediate starters.
3 picks to go for the Chicago Bears on day 3, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. You can see those on your screen.
The one I want to talk about here is Taekwon Thornton. I'm sure people say, but he could go in day 2. I will only believe that a team is stupid enough to do that when I see a team be stupid enough to do that. Okay, he's tall-ish, and he's fast. Great. He's also hyper raw. He does not catch the ball well. It's a developmental piece. I'm not trying to shit on him. I will shit on him in the second round. You take him in the 5th, this is a developmental piece that every team will have to be afraid that he can take the top off the defense. Now you've got Thornton, Christian Watson, Darnell Mooney, Byron Pringle, if he can stop doing crimes. And that's a good enough receiving core. The line's good enough. I'm not telling you you're going to win a Super Bowl, but it's an improvement over last year, and you're putting Justin Fields in the best position to succeed.
Join us tonight. Our 3-day coverage of the NFL Draft live here on YouTube will begin with the first round. Obviously, no pick for the Bears there, but we'll be there for all the other Bears picks.
The link to all of the streams is in the description of this video. We'll have instant analysis, instant team grades. We'll do my expansion team, a concept we had last year, and just just didn't get off the ground. We're going to drink beers, tell jokes. This will be a fun time. This will be like watching the draft at a bar with your buddies with no chance of a DUI.
And we are fully interactive. Your comments, your analysis, throw them out there. We'll talk about it on the stream as well, but you got to subscribe to the channel to do so.
And I'll tell you, I'm not Mel Kiper, but here's the difference. If you ask me a question, I'll answer it live. If you ask Mel a question, there's a great chance that he'll never even see it.
Exactly.
I'm like the Wish version of Mel Kiper with better hair.
Oh, the gauntlet has been thrown down. We always come to you from the Ingles Studio. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. I'm Tank Spencer. He's at ESPN Draft Nerd Jeremy Greene, and we will see you tonight.